7-9. King 7, deuces. 3-bet? Nah. Nah, I'm not gonna 3-bet with deuces. That is fine. Trips for Ricky Rubio. Our China friend. Nothing lately. So let me update my graph. I said I'm gonna update after the king queen hand. So let's do it. I assume I'm still in profit, but not much, unfortunately. Only $7. So yeah. Was doing pretty great at the start of our session, but now lost a bit. So no problem really. Margnip. Seems to be loose and tight again. Someone who could use the blue color note on, I guess. We'll see. Any other tables right here? There are some, but I'm fine with the current setup. Gonna raise with Queen 8, with Queen 9 suited. Would raise even with I don't know what. I wouldn't raise with 7 deuce, I guess. But many other hands I would. Jack 10 is not the greatest open raise here in a setup like this. But I'm gonna be fine, I guess. Even stole the blinds. Wow. Ooh, I have to sneeze. And I'm back. Dog Danish here. I'm just gonna call here with ace queen suited. I'm gonna go with check crazy here on the flop, obviously with top pair and top kicker. Should be good. So Matrix is thinking about something here. Can I get him out? Can I get him to fold basically ace high? Probably not. I assume he has a pair here, or else he wouldn't be thinking so long, and he does have a pair. I'm gonna bet and 3-bet here. I have the best queen, so if he caps, obviously that's gonna be pretty tough. See. Ooh, now Chinaman actually woke up with a comment here. Yeah, I'm gonna fold if he raises on the river. Even if he has like kings now, I assume might not raise here anymore, and he does raise, so I'm gonna fold. That is fine. Now he woke up again. Now that I lost a hand, so that's all. That's everything that it's needed for him to come back here. He was quiet so far, but now he's back. Nice. Raise, and what he said? He said, raise, and at last fold. What a big fish! Nice. I like him. I like our China friend. Well. Now I have another draw, but it's on idiot end, so if I'm being an idiot here, I might call. I guess I'm gonna call once more, hoping that my king is good as well. Probably not in a 4-way pot or whatever it was, like 5-way was on the turn. So yeah, I want to know. I hope someone calls our Russian friend here, and he has 4, so ooh, I was behind quite a lot. Needed to hit a gacha there. I assume my 10 would be fine as well, at least unless Indic here folded a jack. Who knows? Uh, 7-8, Queen Deuce. So I'm playing for how long? I'm playing for an hour and 2 minutes, so still early in the session, still have 2 more hours to go and a half. 2 hours and a half, huh? Jack 8 suited. Nah, Jack 9 I would open up. Jack 8 I guess it's a bit too loose. If I'm opening up Jack 10 offsuit, I should be opening up Jack 9 suit as well, but Jack 8 is just a bit on a loosey side. Yeah, he's back. He's back only when I'm losing hands. King 4. Gonna fold. I would call obviously one for once here, but not gonna. Yeah. You lost the hand for the stream, yeah. That is correct. For the sake of the stream, I lost the hand so that we bring our China friend back. The graph, nice mountain again, yeah. We just need one happy dealer tree and it's gonna be a nice mountain again. It's weird, every session it's the same. It seems, of course, like that. Except when I win 110 big bets in half an hour, like 3 streams ago, something like that, 4 maybe 4 streams ago. Topper ace, not the greatest kicker in the world. You know what? I'm just gonna raise here. So I can put him all in on the flop already. Open-ended, I guess it's the best hand that I could wish for, unless I actually hit a jack or a 10 here. So let me just put him all in, like that was my plan. He has me kind of beat here, but my equity is pretty good anyway. I might even be ahead on the flop. I didn't see the numbers, but probably pretty close, like a flip. So I'm fine with doing an all in there, right there. Matrix donk bets here. I'm gonna call once and just see what MVP does. Well, now I guess I'm gonna just fold here. That is completely fine. What happened here with my ace 9? I actually won. I guess ace 10. Ooh, god damn it, that was lucky river. That was a lucky river. So MVP actually had the jack and he has 6s, so I mean he played fine. I mean I'm not expecting much from a player like Matrix, so I think his bet out was fine with 6s there. He doesn't want to see any check behind, of course, with his kind of weaker pair on a board like this, but board was still fine, I guess, for him. Did he actually have like jack 8 for, maybe he had even quads? No, he just only had a full house MVP. Yeah. Open up king 10s is fine. Especially the Russian guy is folding quite a lot on the big blind and a small blind, so I guess I should be attacking his blinds a bit more. That's the number right here. 43% is he folding on the big blind. Seems to start off really well most of the time and then it goes bad. Yeah, and it's so he started talking again, so now I guess now he actually has a pretty good hand and he's just trying to lure me into the hand. Well, now he actually gave me free card on the flop and I have a full now I have a draw for the nuts here, the nuts flush, so I'm just gonna bet out now that I actually hit it. If he's gonna lose his hands, he's gonna go mental, I assume, but he just folds. So he's really just like straightforward. What a big fish. Satar. I think we need a fish star now in the chat for the emoticon. So yeah, start good, pretty good start, but it went pretty bad so far. But it's not something that we I'm not doing anything different now. I'm still playing the same, just getting a bit unlucky in some hands, and that's basically it. So I mean, I'm sure I misplayed some hands, but that's only like a bet and a half on here and there, and that's basically it. So for example, like this one here, I can't really do much about it, just going down here. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I still have the best 10 here, so but he was doing this from the big blind, so he can have like all sorts of hands, all sorts of draws and stuff like this. So he actually did have a pair there. So I'm gonna try to bluff Ruby out of the hand with my ace high here, with my 8 high, not ace high, and he just called there with a jack. He checked on the river, which is not something that I am used to really. When you do like check behind like this on the turn, people usually bet out on the river, but nope, not him. Open raise and cap by Russian friend. I guess I have to give him some credit at least. So he's not. It's not like he played bad. The Jack 10 hands he played fine. It was just the type of the board that I actually couldn't do much about my top pair 10, I guess, and just the situation was bad. So but I think he played fine. I mean, if our China friend is not gonna be back in the hand, I'm fine with just going off the table here, and he hits a 6 at the end. So yeah, these are the kind of hands that gonna look bad on our graphs at the end, but when you basically do nothing wrong, really. So now I'm gonna check behind after he called on a board like this, on an ace king board. And there's also a 10, so even if he calls me with a like a queen 10 type of hand, he's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, if I bet 3 times, obviously he's gonna have a pretty tough call on the river anyway if I bet 3 times. But still, I don't know. He's seeing out, but he's not ready to leave, I guess. I don't know. He still wants to play, I think. Or maybe at least he wants to chat at tables. Like I said, I probably should have responded to some of his comments, just to pump him a bit. I'm gonna call once, even though the board is pretty bad. If 6 were 6 of diamonds here, that would make my call way easier. But not in a case like this. It's pretty tough. I'm gonna raise here, 3-bet here. Russian guy. Yeah, I think I can raise here as well. The board is interesting here. The problem here is that no ace high is gonna ever fold, but I have to continue here with it now. Can't really check if he shows me like a king high or something like that. So an ace is just a bit too convenient to just check behind, really. Not check behind, just check here and fold or whatever. I'm gonna check behind now that he called me on a board like this. I assume he's gonna be checking a lot on the river as well. At least that's how he played so far. But when he bets, I actually have to. I'm definitely giving him credit in this case. So I'm just gonna fold here. So he's back. So I knew he wasn't gone. So maybe he was just waiting the table fills up here. He doesn't want to play like 4-way or something like that. He wants to play on the full table, which is perfectly fine. Understandable. So but if he writes something in the chat, I'm gonna respond, of course. So just to, like I said, just to put some oil on the fire, I guess. By the way, are you already a supernova, or do you need to earn some more VPPs? No, I am already supernova, so no problem with that. I think I was supernova like in April or something like that, maybe even before that. No, April probably, yeah. But I'm still grinding for VPPs because I'm trying to get the next milestone. So I need to average 1000 VPPs per day till the end of the year. So yeah, grinding for VPPs. That's why I'm not doing so many live streams, to be honest, and everything else, just because I kind of need to like grind like for 7 or maybe even 8 hours a day to get those 1000 VPs in. Of course, my goal is to get more than 1000 per day, just because obviously I don't want to grind on New Year's Eve. I want to be done with the milestone before that. Currently I am 4.6 days ahead of the pace, so basically if I just continue with 1000 VPs till the end of the year, I'm gonna be done on December, I don't know, 27th, I guess, something like that. But obviously I want some a bit bigger caution than that. The 4 days is just not enough. Hey Sonim, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Minrays Mafia. Welcome to the stream. So just waiting to get. I guess, do I have to take one more for the stream? Do I have to lose this ace-10 hand here, guys, to get our China friend talking here? Dog Danny is doing pretty fine on tables, man. Wow, 30 bucks in profit. That's pretty good for one table. I mean, if I won this hand, I am perfectly fine with that. If I lose this hand, I am perfectly fine as well. That means that our China friend is gonna start talking again, I assume. I'm not folding. I mean, check raise here now. Not sure what it means, and his check on the turn. No idea. I'm just gonna check behind and call the river. I mean, if he shows a king queen here, that's gonna be pretty gross, but I don't mind. And he has the nuts. He had the nuts and just checked. Don't check the turn. Come on, Chinaman, do the ha ha ha. You lost. Nope, nothing. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna make a quick note that he check rates, nuts to right flop, then don't check turn. I think I can bet here. He's foldy. He is definitely foldy. Jack 9 suited. I was talking about Jack 8 suited before and how I'm gonna fold it, but Jack 9 suited is good enough, I think. Tweeted by Mr. Puff, that is not the greatest news. Well, that flops makes things a bit different now. At least no stress grind at the end of the year like for Supernova Elites. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. It's for me, it's way more value in just having like 200, 300 big VPPs at the end of the year and not need to do any like crazy grinds and stuff like this. I would rather I would rather have even less points than that and just do some more streams here on Twitch and just do the easy way out, I guess. Easy life, that would be pretty easy, I guess. If I wasn't ahead on the flop, I assume I am now on the turn, having the nuts here, of course. That this is actually the complete stone nuts now. So did he actually fold? So no idea what he actually had there. I assume like a pair of nines. No, pair of sixes. Six is probably from the flop. I guess that makes a bit more sense. High limit come to the stream, yeah. We'll see. I actually am closed here right now, so he can't come here. So he's just in the other room, obviously not trying to. If he meows, obviously we're gonna hear him. So that's why he's in the other room, just to play safe. Again, I have 80% of the royal flush here, so I'm not going anywhere. Grant PvPs for the Porsche. Well, that's basically what I was doing here. I mean, I was trying to collect enough FPV points to get a I mean, not to get a Porsche, because I would never buy a Porsche from the VIP store. But I was grinding for FPV points just to get enough points that I could buy a Porsche if I wanted to, but unfortunately I won't get enough FPP points because there will be no FPP points after December 31st or on January 1st. There's gonna be no more FPP points, unfortunately. So there's gonna be a new system with star coins. I think it's called, yeah, star coins. So yeah, not gonna get enough FPs for Porsche, unfortunately. Can I call here somehow? Am I somehow good here? If he check raise with ace of clubs and a 9 here, I'm gonna call. This looks pretty bad. This looks pretty bad. I can't see a hand that I'm winning here, to be honest. Only like exactly ace 9 here, an ace being a club. How much is he check raise? He check raising, but I did raise from under the gun. I assume he is minding the position, so he has to know that I have a pretty good hand when I open raise from under the gun, and he did check raise from the big blind, so I think I'm fine with folding there. So Fubulcha, did he say anything in the last few minutes? Nothing that I could respond to. Nope, nothing. Nothing, unfortunately. So I checked and he like insta bets Nivea. Let me just see the notes here real quick. So he's fast playing his good hands. And we split. That is fine. So I would assume that he would raise on the flop with even with a 10 definitely. Maybe even with a 4. I don't know. Two pair here. The check here, I don't like the check that much, to be honest, because Indek is not a player who is gonna bet with wars, as we saw before. But I'm actually happy that he, the Nestorius here, actually decides to bet out. Full house now. Mr. Puff, don't you have button for fold? Jack 3 offsuit, I guess he played something like that. Bet and call here. I see, I guess, I mean... Wow, he actually had ace king, wow. Nice. Check raise by Matrix, I'm done with the hand. Queen 9. I could open up Queen 9. Just a second, guys. I hear something here. Oops, I folded. Queen 9. Did I say I'm gonna raise? I'm fine with folding, right? Queen 9? Probably. Nah, I should have raised. I definitely should have raised, especially when Nivea is behind me and I have these guys for blinds. So, I went from him having a pink color note to him having a yellow one, and now I think I should be going back to the pink one. He seems to be really tight. Yeah, remember you said last time with Porsche, yeah. I mean, I don't even know how many FPs I'm missing. Probably around, I don't know, few hundred thousand, I guess. Thousands, I guess. Less than 1 million, I think. Call. I guess I'm gonna call again. I mean, he kept pre-flop, but the problem here is that the two guys calls on an ace-high board, which is not the greatest news. But I'm gonna call for 75 cents more, definitely, hoping that either hit a jack or a 10 here. I mean, it could go check through on the river as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. I hit a 10. Am I good now? If Mr. Puff bets, I'm just gonna call. If he checks, I'm gonna bet. So that's my plan here. Gonna wait a few seconds and I'm gonna bet. I wouldn't be surprised if index shows ace-jack here. That would be... I wouldn't be surprised at all. Or any other two pair aces here. My two pair actually not that bad, to be honest, unless obviously someone has ace-5 or something like that. Jack-10 is pretty good actually in that case. I'll actually win against the new stories here. I wouldn't be surprised if he was behind on the flop already. So yeah. And yeah, he was queen 10, so he didn't have anything here. He just hit the river 10, but he had a pretty good draw. But he was just betting here, of course, because he was that short. So yeah. Ace jack, suited. Wow, I really wanted to call here for my gut shot, but now I guess I'm gonna be folding. If I had like a queen of spades here, I would call. But I guess I'm gonna fold. You want a 9 now, even open-ended now on the turn. That is fine. I'm gonna quit this table, I guess. Now that Indek here quits as well. I think both these guys had aces, right? One had ace-3 and one had ace-7, so I definitely got lucky on the river. So yeah, that was it for the table here in upper right. I'm gonna try and find a better table. Not a better, just a new table. A table. Not a better one, just a table. I'm gonna raise, gonna continue with raising here. When someone completes, seems fine. The flop seems fine as well. Can get lots of folds here, and obviously I want to fold with my lousy jack high here. And he actually don't bet, so I am fine with folding here right now. Stream that? Nope, stream is working. Should be working just fine. Wow. Holy shit. Not sure what's wrong, guys. I just see lots of drop frames all of a sudden. Not sure what's that all about. Let's hope everything was fine. I guess like a minute there was kind of a bad maybe a bad connection for a minute, but I didn't lose connection, so at least that's going for us, I guess. So I guess I'm just gonna leave a table on bottom left. You know what? No. Nope. I think it's fine to tap here table on the upper right, just because we can read chat a bit better now. Gonna call against pushman once and probably fold unless I don't improve, and I guess I did improve here. I would check raise with a jack. I would I check raise? I would donk bet and 3-bet with a jack, I guess. But it's fine. Need to upgrade my graph pretty soon, maybe after this hand, if we win against Ricky Rubio. So he's like completely different than our China guy. He's gonna be slow playing his good hand, so wow, and I have 4 high now. And I actually got a fold. I got a fold with 4 high, guys. Nice. That's wow. Nice. Why rip Porsche? Because there are no more FPPs After the January 1st, there's gonna be no more FPPs. So basically, everyone should be spending FPPs before the New Year's come along. So and I'm gonna be spending my FPPs obviously on the cash bonuses. So that means I'm not gonna be like 2/3 done with the Porsche. So basically, that's the only thing. Why? Rest in peace, Porsche. I hope that makes sense. I assume Porsche is gonna be in the store after the changes from FPs to star coins. But of course, the FPs are gonna lose value for me when they're gonna be converted. So I have to spend them before, like I said, before the new year. Top per race. Oh, this is not the same situation, of course. I am on the blinds here. Just gonna call once more here with a lousy pair of deuces. Well, that is. I mean, if he checks, I guess then I'm beat. If he bets, he might be bluffing, but I guess I will never know. Matrix actually went and check raised me. Wow, really? Well, I have the best ace, the best one pair ace. That 4 doesn't help me unless he has queen 6 here exactly. I'm gonna call. Obviously, not gonna fold. That wasn't ever a question. But yeah, he actually check call and check raise with 2 pair. Nice hand. I said I'm gonna refresh my graph, but didn't do it. So now I lost my whole profit on this table as well. So I guess it's not gonna be the greatest graph in the world after the refresh. We'll see just in a second here. Checked through. That is interesting. Didn't go check through this time. That's fine. I'm gonna fold my king high. MVP. I'm fine with you betting here every street. Should I be betting here now with my jack? At least I'm I don't know. Bet out, hoping that he calls me with ace high. Well, maybe a check call, check raise would be better, to be honest. So let me do a refresh right now. Are we still in profit? Yeah, we are, for $1 more. Ugh, we were actually in red already. Oh, yeah. Need to get a new table going on here, and this one seems like the best table ever. Again, raising here, small blind versus big blind. Pretty good flop. If he bets out, I'm just gonna call and raise the turn, even though it is kind of draw heavy. Obviously, I wouldn't like to see a queen, 7, 10, anything like that would be pretty bad for me. And he actually check raises now. I'm gonna go and 3-bet here. If he caps, it's obviously gonna be pretty ugly here. Well, that queen is, like I said, not gonna be happy about the queen. I might do a check behind here. I don't even win against like Jack 4 or something stupid like that. Gonna check behind and hoping that my 2 pair is good. Obviously gonna losing against like Jack 8, Jack 9, Queen Jack now. And he has 7-5. So my play was perfect there. 7-5. Okay. So yeah, like I said, even a 6 wouldn't be good for me, I guess. But yeah, like I said, 10, Queen, a Jack as well. Obviously, counterfeiting my 2 pair here would be pretty bad as well. So yeah, that's why raise, by the way. 3-8, and he had 3-8, and he's calling him a fish. And he even won. Why the hell are you calling someone a fish when you win? Doesn't make any sense. You should be happy about someone playing a hand in a bad way. I'm gonna call here with my king high. Pretty good flop for my hand, considering that I didn't hit either a king or a 3. Now the board is not good anymore. The question is now, can I actually call the river bet? He has the better quick king, so I don't think I could get him to fold if I bet out. Who knows, maybe, but probably not. I mean, he is colored in green, so that means he is gonna be not the greatest player. Oops. But I don't think he would be falling there with a queen high, with a king queen. Nivea actually raised me. That is pretty good flop. So maybe we're gonna catch a bit of luck again. Gonna go and check raise right away. Not gonna slow play. Not gonna do any fancy plays. If he raises me, I mean, he 3-bets me here on the flop, I would call and check raise the turn once more. But I think that's fine. Hoping he doesn't have an 8. If he does, nice hand. If it's not, it's fine. Nice hand. Nice hand to me, of course. He actually had queen and just called. That is fine. Was hoping that he would be 3-betting here on the flop, but I guess not. Ace Jack, open up. Check 9. Our China friend, come on. I'm gonna give this hand to you just so we can talk a bit here on the stream. Oh, I hit the nuts, so he is not gonna be happy about. Maybe if I get lucky and I beat him, it's maybe the same. Has the same effect on him than me losing. We'll see just in a second. I mean, obviously, I'd rather win and just respond to his fish star comments and stuff like this than me winning and do that. I'm gonna just call here, and I capped here. I don't usually cap in a spots like this, but on 50 cents $1 table, I think that is completely fine to do that with. So I'm not gonna slow play with my aces. I'm not gonna trap with my aces. Well, I was hoping that I would get a bit more out of this hand. Oh, Peter was actually dealt in the hand. I didn't see that. Oh, that makes things a bit different, to be honest. Can I get him to fold? I said he would never fold like a king queen before, so I assumed he wouldn't be folding an ace high here as well. I mean, he actually had a pair now, so that was a bit of a stretch for him to fold. Obviously, that. But I had to try. I definitely had to try. The king is not the greatest here. Ricky Rubio, do you really have like ace queen here? I actually don't think I should be betting here. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. Because he's like a slow playing machine. And I could be behind like a pair of 9s, pair of 10s, stuff like this. I'm just gonna check behind and hoping that I'm good here. And he actually had a pair of 9s. So yeah, I was correct. And he would never ever fold that, obviously. So, especially not after I was like waiting 10 minutes to bet here. Any tips on limit games? Of course, I have lots of tips. Just not the really general ones. Obviously, if you want some tips, I'm like basically explaining my thought process in basically almost every hand. So I assume you can get some tips just from that. But like I could tell you some tips just in general that people usually make when they are playing limit hold'em for the first time, especially the no limit players. For example, never limp pre-flop. There is just no need for you to limp. So that would be my tip number 1. Tip number 2, I guess, could be something like don't play too tight. I think no limit hold'em players, where they come from their tables to fixed limit hold'em, they're just playing a bit too tight. And you need to play pretty loose and pretty aggressively here in fixed limit hold'em. For example, I am playing around 1/3 of my hands pre-flop, raising around 1/4 of my hands pre-flop. I'm seeing the showdown around 40% of all my played hands. So yeah, it's pretty aggressive here on a fixed limit hold'em. So these are probably like the 2 most common mistakes that no limit player does when he comes to the fixed limit table. I'm gonna call here. Should I be calling here? Probably not against him, but I'm gonna call anyway. I'm gonna make a hero call, but I assume he has an ace here. I don't think he would be playing with a 9 or a 10 this way, just because he was pretty passive so far. So either he has nothing here, or he has a key, or he has an ace. Hoping he doesn't show me a pair of 3s, that would be pretty gross. Or yeah, that is fine as well. Nice hand. Like I said, he either has the nuts here or he doesn't have anything here. I was just hoping he wasn't bluffing with like a pair of threes or something like that. Now I can finally respond to him. Nice hand. Very good fish star. So he's happy that he actually won a bit of his money back. He was pretty short. He has only like $3 in like 10 minutes ago, but now he has 18 once more. What a good fish star. And he's back, guys. Fish star is back. Gonna bet in this ugly flop. Gonna bet once and just gonna give it to him after that. So it's yours. I'm fine. I know I have. No, I should be folding. I have a 5 and I have an 8 to win here. I can't fold. I can't fold even though the flop is so gross. I have to call once more and basically just bet out if I hit something here. And he had a 9 there, so he had a pretty good hand. Wow, a call here by both of these guys on a queen board. I guess I'm gonna be betting once more with my 5s, with my 7s. Sorry, not with my 5s. Gonna go for a check call on the river. Nope, not gonna go for a check call on the river. Now that I have the, well, probably the nuts. Did I get lucky against the queen? I assume I did, or else he wouldn't be calling here twice. Nope, he had ace high. Wow, that's interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna fold. The problem here is that there's also a pair of 4s on the board. If this would be like a 4-9-3 board, I would call once more on the turn, just to have, because I have some second pair outs, my 2 pair outs, but obviously not the case when there's a pair on the board already. So I just folded there right away to an ace, and yeah, my fold was correct. Pretty good flop here with open-ended straight draw and a flush draw as well. Another bad flush draw. Yeah, 35 pre-flop range. I mean, in general, obviously, in if you count the whole every position here together, around 35% seems a pretty good number. Yeah. 30 plus is the usual here. So Dog Danish, for example, here is playing a bit too tight, I guess. Mr. Puff, on the other hand, seems to have like a perfect pre-flop stats, but he's maybe folding a bit too much post-flop, or maybe he just has maybe he just has he didn't have good hands in the last 500 hands. Maybe he was just running a bit bad post flop. Even though he's actually winning. Even though he has 38% showdown and 48 won the showdown, he actually is winning by 4 big bets per 100, which is, well, a bit surprising. I'm gonna fold, I'm gonna brain burn. Is poker tracker free? I'm going to try and grind a $20 bankroll. The poker tracker is not free like free roll is saying, but you do have a free trial for like 1 month or something like that. So you could use a free trial. I'm actually using Hold the Manager 2 here, and he has a free trial as well. So I guess you could go and just use the 30 days free trial on both of these softwares. Both of these are basically similar. So yeah, and the price for a final or for the full package is not really that cheap. So yeah, I can tell you how to get PT4 for free, but it's not really legal. So I guess you should do this on private messages, I guess. MVP is asking, you play F fixed limit a long time? MVP is asking if I'm playing Fixed Enemy Hold'em for a long time, and yes I am. Basically my whole career I'm only playing Fixed Enemy Hold'em. And I started playing. I mean, 10 years ago I did start playing, but I didn't know what I was doing back then. Obviously I was just doing the play money stuff. Obviously I thought I was the best player in the world back then. And then I discovered poker strategy. When I actually learned how to play poker, I learned how to play poker like properly. Yeah, how to properly play poker. And why don't play much? No idea what he means by that. Oh, Eight, 7, let's fold. 9-3 is gonna fold as well. Are PokerStars banning HUDs soon? I have no idea. There is some there was some there were some notes about obviously about HUDs. The HUD did change a bit. Hold Manager, Poker Tracker did have to do something about their HUDs, but their the HUDs are not gonna be banned, at least not so far. Maybe in future, who knows? I wouldn't mind getting HUDs banned, to be honest. The only problem is obviously if you can. The only problem is that even if you ban the HUDs, some of the guys might exploit it and just do their own HUDs, untraceable HUDs, and they're gonna get a pretty big advantage, a pretty big edge on everybody else. So then that is definitely something that PokerStars or just poker community in general has to be afraid of. So banning HUDs, it's not as easy as someone would think. So yeah. Just gonna call here now that I have just a 7 high flush draw. Obviously the flop looked pretty good, but now I'm just calling here and hoping that he bluffs, and he does. Made a bluff there. Nice. Got quite a lot out of this hand, considering that he has a lousy 5-4. So and I'm just gonna call here, even though I know I have trips aces, so I'm just gonna call anyway. And he, wow, ace deuce for a full house and just called down. And he actually managed to hit it straight on the on the river, and I had the worst hand here in this hand with trips aces. So my calls were good. My calls were just good. Wait, nice card monkey. Didn't he win? He did. What is he complaining about? He won again with a full house. I have a program that made that I need updated signing, or I would get my playing taken away, but I don't, so I don't know if I'm safe or not at the moment. I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, I just updated my Hold'em Manager and everything was fine. I guess you should maybe manually update your poker tracker. No idea about the poker tracker. I'm using the Hold'em Manager basically from the start. I never used a poker tracker so far, so I don't know how all the things goes in a poker tracker world, but the Hold'em Manager, I just updated it. I also got a message, by the way, and I just made an update, and everything was fine after that. I have a pair here. It's gonna be pretty costly if I just call down here with my pair of 5s against Nivea, and he bets like insta bets on the turn. It's gonna get pretty costly. The problem here is, and he has a 5 as well, just a better kicker, so that was unfortunate. The problem is that the pot is pretty small, and so that's why it's pretty costly if I'm doing this when I am actually behind. second pair on turn made my life easier there. So I just bet here, of course. It will be a bit tougher for me to bet again on the river if I didn't have a 2 pair there, but just because, as we saw before, he actually had ace queen, he had a better ace. I just got lucky on the turn. I should be updating my graph. Haven't updated for quite a while now. $8 in profit. I mean, it's at least a profit, but we still have like an hour and a half more to go here. In 15 minutes, I'm gonna make a quick break, guys. So just a 5-minute break. But so far, so good. So far, I don't need it. Go to different site if they ban them. You can know that that eventually all the sites are gonna ban HUDs and stuff like this and all this third-party software. That is just how the whole poker community or just poker industry goes. So that's the way that it goes. For example, some of the sites have HUDs banned already. So like lots of the sites. So it's not it's not really surprising if other big sites starts banning HUDs as well. But like I said, so far that's not gonna happen. Not in the next few months or anything like that, I think. Do you play high stakes limit? Not really. I'm playing up to 1530. I mean, the 1530 is considered a high stakes already, but it's not really that high. So no, I'm not playing the high stakes. I think those limits. The problem is those limits is that they don't really run that that often, and when they do run, you basically need to run well if you want to make some money there. And if you run bad, it's just gonna ruin your life, really. Not literally, of course, but still, I just don't need that kind of a stress in my life, to be honest. So I'm just playing the limits that I know the best, and this is up to 1530, and I'm doing just fine playing those. Obviously wouldn't mind obviously playing a bit higher than that, but like I said, it's just a stress that I don't need right now. I think I'm good for check raising here. The flop seems like convenient for me to check raise here with my sixes. We'll see how it goes in later streets. If he plays back at me, I'm definitely gonna believe him in this case, because in the best case, I guess in his eyes, in the worst case scenario in his eyes, I have an 8 there. So if he plays back at me with something, I assume he thinks he is gonna beat 8s in that way, and he actually had 5s. Wow, holy shit, that was close. And a nice call there. Chinaman is losing his buy-in. Yeah, I mean, he's doing fine. I mean, he was even shorter than that before. So but he's not talking that much. He said wow. Not sure what that was, what that wow was about. Not about me, I guess. Yeah. King Queen gonna raise here. 3-bet. I mean, Peter. He seems to be tight and passive, so I'm gonna use the blue note. I hit the top pair once more, so let's see how it goes. But Vanko is doing pretty great. See, he's up $74 so far in the 213 hands that we play together. I assume that we play together a bit higher than 50 cents $1 so far. I'm gonna bet here again, even though the jack is definitely not. I'm not happy about the jack, but he's really passive. He's really passive post flop. So let's see what happens. And here he just folds. That is fine. No more free star. Yeah. No more comments about the free star. Two pair against Nivea. That seems like a good flop. Can I go? Let's make a silly FPS play here, fancy play syndrome. I'm gonna go and check raise here with my 2 pair. I think limit people floats more. Oh yeah, definitely. There is way more floaty things going on in limit hold'em, just because you have because you usually have a pretty good odds to do so, even with draws and stuff. You don't maybe you don't really like float with like with the complete trash, but just something that you still connect with the flop. Even a backdoor flush, backdoor straight, stuff like this is enough. And calls like this are pretty common in fixed limit hold'em, just because you have pretty good odds here. For example, I'm betting 50 cents in $5 pot, so like any king 10, king jack should be calling here all the time. So